Welcome. Since we're discussing the book Law of One, I'd like to start the questions by sharing an experience of a follower here, talking about the source light and the false light. This follower says, had a meditative vision a few days back about two light workers, friends, rejoicing in a decision they made. They felt sure of their decision as they had a white light bubble, a sphere around them, giving them a feeling that the decision was backed by source. As I followed the sphere to see where the light was coming from, I was taken aback to see it was not coming from source, nor was it coming from their higher self, but from a pitch dark black hole, which was explained to be a false light. Can you please explain further what that is and how we can differentiate between true source light blessings and the misleading by a false light? Thank you.
Thank you for this question, for there is much infringement throughout your time and space. Thank you. I am Ra, I am Ra, I am Ra. We shall discuss this query now. We shall discuss among one another and see through every question that you ask what is adequate and appropriate for your time and space. At times throughout your life, when you are perhaps in a divine timing of your highest path of ascension, there is unfortunate infringement. The denser the body, the easier the infringement is able to interfere. The lighter the body, not as easy and as open. When one makes a decision upon, as you weave and create every path of your existence, your free-willed existence, which we honor the most, you manifest and create all the experiences that you are bringing forth upon your existence. When there is, with that understanding that if you are operating in a high frequency of infinite love, connecting to the infinite love creator, then you would be shining, you can say, your light at a brighter light bulb frequency. Therefore, as we have spoken prior through other channels, again we remind you, for this is the biggest tool that we have been able to give to you, is to use your infinite source energy from your heart, which is connected to the infinite source of love, to surround yourself to truly heart discern. Today we speak of more of knowledge connected with love, for there was a lack of this within our prior transmissions through the Law of One. Though know that everything in this time and space and in past time and space has its purpose. All is as it shall be within the choosing an organic timeline for yourself or an imposed AI controlled timeline for yourself. Either way, there shall always be help where it is needed. When you have, say, light bulbs that might be shining a bit brighter than others, they stand out. However, again, if you surround yourself with intense of love light from your source, infinite source love, then you shall not stand out as bright. Instead, you would, say, blend in and not be as alerting to those who scan for the lightest light bulbs or lights. Now, with that understanding, if you are within this frequency at one point in time, and then you decide through choices of your own free will that you will be perhaps in a lower vibration of judgment towards another, jealousy, hatred, lower vibrations that cause the negative energy that causes harm to others through to their energetic force fields without the proper protection. Through choices like these of, say, slightly going to bed a bit angered, one shall never go to bed angered. One shall always, instead, go within, meditate, and heal and let go and transmute this anger. Going into a delta brainwave of sleep within anger can cause havoc to oneself and havoc to that being that you are angered with. And when you go to bed in these type of frequencies of insecurities, and what we're talking about is strong imbalances, we are not talking about something slightly that needs to be healing as you sleep. That is okay. We are talking about a strong call, you can say, a strong registration of a vibration, of a negative polarization. And as you sleep, then that is the negative polarization vibration you shall connect to, for that is what you've allowed within your consciousness of your teratospheric energy and overall your I am presence. And for example, this vision you spoke of is a explanation and how healers have been misled throughout your time and space through false light. Now let's explain to you what false light is, and we shall explain this carefully. We are of the source that is infinite love, as you are aware of, and as you are as well, the source of infinite love. There are other sources that would not connect to or be a fruition of infinite love. They will be they would be a source that is not connected or even related to the source that we are from and you are from. This is a source that we cannot give too much detail upon. However, we will share what we can. A source that is in our, you can say, have no light, that work with technologies to implement and integrate information into you as you sleep or as you're walking times of day. Therefore, all of a sudden, going back to, you would be on your highest path. Your light bulb is shining too bright and you have forgotten or dismissed or do not know of to surround yourself with intense of your source energy, shielding, protection, force fields, Taurus, Merkaba, these different teachings that you know throughout your time and space. You are all of a sudden, you can say, also to explain that even when you have a force field around you, if you decide to create or to be a negative polarization emotion or lean towards this direction, you can still be registered, because at that point you've allowed for a negative emotion to be, say, in charge, to be what's the word, to be over the purity and the soul that you are. You've allowed yourself to negative polarize in ways of emotions. And what we speak of is in a way that, not in a way where you might have moments in time and space where you might feel these emotions, and that is okay. What we're speaking of is longer periods of times where you are choosing within your own free willed experience to stay within these negative polarization emotions instead of releasing them and growing. But by a longer period of staying within these emotions. This will connect you to the source that we speak of. That could be, say, you are a healer, and a healer that might think that they are perhaps better than others or see themselves in a pedestal or looking to bring currency into their life. Intentions. It is all about intentions. When one makes a step of wanting to have something, at times these the other source that we speak of that is not of light will hear these intentions and will try to make those come true for you. But at what price is the question? At what price? Many are being led by a false light technology that is being, once you are found and you are locked within this frequency, then this is emanated upon you, and then you can say that it is locked within you, and an integration into your DNA can occur as well, where you think that everything feels right. You might even be getting signs. However, this would be a path that's going to lead you to much peril and walls of digging you deeper and deeper into a hole, as you would call it, or lost and lost, even more so. We would like this explanation better. Lost and deeper, deeper into the maze of ascension. The more you listen to this false light that pretends to be the clues and the synchronicities and your feeling of an understanding, the more you go deeper and lost within this maze. Another wall builds, another turn happens, and you go backwards and backwards and backwards, deeper, deeper, lost within this maze that can feel infinite. Be specific on who you allow within your, say, spiritual circles. For two, there is strong infringements within groups throughout time, or even time and space. You've seen groups like bands, musical bands that are together creating beautiful music, helping humanity heal. All of a sudden, there will be one person that has become infringed upon and now has broken the band. This person would be acting in a lower density service to self frequency and would allow this infringement upon. Wherever there is a group of lights, the lights become brighter and brighter and brighter. Therefore, the goal is once the Orion group and the other negative polarized negative aliens see this, their goal is to break that connection. And those that are, you can say, the weakest, as you would understand, weakest within their strength, weakest, deepest in fear, will be the easiest to connect to cause the chaos and infringement upon these bright lights of awakening, bright groups of awakening. We speak of this because throughout Earth, we are trying to place groups together everywhere. And often it is saddened, we are saddened, in a sense, that some of the things that go on within these groups, much negative polarization of one's ego in service to self, and it is always the brightest and most beautiful beings within these circles and groups throughout the earth, the ones that that are carrying that group, as per example, those the ones that carry the most infinite love of our creator of source, those would be the targeted ones. And in that time and space as that person is targeting that person with the brightest light bulb or light within that collection of lights, that person who is attacking is being directly controlled by the false light, this that you spoke of. It is an extremely important question, and we humbly thank you for it. Thank you. You may proceed.
Greetings. It is such an honor to be here with you explaining what Galactic Soul History book series is about. I am Aurora. I am the founder of A.U.R.A Hypnosis Healing, which you will find here in our beautiful books. Book 1. Every part of this book is divinely beautiful, beginning from the cover and the amount of wisdom and knowledge that is being shared. This book began by A.U.R.A Hypnosis Healing Technique by conducting past life regression on over 330 clients within the last 3 years, where they told their galactic history, their soul journeys, explaining who they were beyond the veil, beyond this earth, in the dimensions, in a universe. These different higher self expressions surprise me just as much as they're going to surprise you. You're going to start reading this book and you're going to want to learn more and more about these different expressions, not wanting to stop. Through these past life regressions, the clients were able to remember consciously what is within the subconscious as far as where it is that they've traveled throughout time and space, their souls have traveled, and they were able to share histories of different dimensions, planets, and universe and alternate worlds that brought forth pieces of the puzzle, pieces we had thought that we had forgotten. And through every self-expression that they share and these different past lives that they're sharing or future, we learn to be able to remember self, because as we are all fractals of one another, through this book, you will learn how even if a client is talking through a higher self perspective or some of the angelics are talking, you will learn how each one of those have messages even within your life, as we are all expressions and reflections of one another. True history of the galactic history of the universe through all different forms of these higher self expressions, these different clients of throughout internationally throughout the world didn't know each other, but yet we're able to put this beautiful collaboration together. It goes through an infinite amount of how to self-heal, as well as things that are very sensitive, as the mind lab, as how to weave through the artificial matrix and learning to come out from it into the organic matrix. I am a channel to the galactics, and we channeled furthermore information through this book as well. You will remember your soul through other selves. This in itself is infinitely beautiful, because this is why we fractalize from source itself, so that we can learn from one another, sharing each other's journeys throughout our different incarnations, so that we could grow together. So this is what this book is all about, sharing these beautiful infinite expressions that help you grow in the most profound ways, gaining your sovereignty, gaining your power back, recalling memories long lost within perhaps your memory field, activating your crystalline energies, your crystalline bodies, just as you will fall in love with each one of these different clients, these beautiful souls in these soul journeys. You will also learn to fall in love with yourself, because you, with every wisdom, every knowledge gained through every single session that you will learn how to also self-heal within your etheric, your energy body, your physical body, your infinite soul. You will learn all these different things that we thought were not possible, that you will learn that they are possible. Looking forward to meeting you perhaps in the future through whichever form, whether that is on my YouTube channel, whether it is through any class or certification, through a workshop, through a seminar. Thank you for following your heart to mine. I love you, honor you, and respect you. Thank you.